y'all, APG Jamie here, and today we bring to you hashtag Same 6 Wednesday March event with 6 items provided to all the rest of us and herself, Paintgirlee Lori. Okay, now you'll see me going through the stuff, and let me tell you, there are links in the description box below for all my fellow artist hoppers, and it is a challenge. Well, it's a collaborative challenge where we each send 6 of the same items to the other 5 artists and keeping a set for ourselves. And then we have been tasked with using a minimum of 3 of those items. Okay. Bonus points for using all 6. No, there's no points. Excuse me, y'all. Any hoots. No points. But it is challenging, and this is our second round. Golly. And what I mean by second round is we first did this in the latter half of 2020, and now we're doing it in the first half of 2021. I did journal pages last time, and this time I have picked tags. Too large of a tag, sorta. Not really. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna put them together, maybe, probably, somehow. I don't know. Anyway, love these things, Lori. Love them. And all that was going through my head was Lone Star of Texas, the Lone Star State, because that's where I am. Any hoots, I went through this stuff, and then I had to set them aside as I gathered my thoughts and let ideas float around. And at one point I thought about, well, I could cut the points apart and use them as triangles, from the star. I thought, I don't know, I just love the whole idea of the Lone Star, because, because Texas. So I thought, well, I'm going to paint it purple because that's the color of the stamp on the card. Now, I'm not sure if it's an actual real postcard card or stamped that way, but I like it. And I'm like, yeah, purple's good. I like purple. I like purple. So, yeah. Higgins, y'all. Yeah. So, anywho, painting it, and it started getting, the brush marks and radiating out, and I thought, oh, I just love that. So I thought, I'm going to get it more butter and a little deeper, so we're going over things again. It worked. Makes me happy. So I'm loving this this collaborative challenge. Okay, and you can do this with your friends. You don't have to be part of a video hop or of a specific group or anything. Just get you and a couple of your friends, okay, and use the same things. Yeah, because don't know what I get till I'm working on that particular month's envelope. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with this? The only thing that's consistent is my tag and that I'm using the stuff. That's kind of the consistency there, y'all. So, can you see? I keep the camera on non-autofocus. I don't know what that would be called. And when I want to come up closer, I'm trying to learn, bear with me, y'all, that I need to put it on autofocus so it will focus on the closer upper stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is still my newish camera. I know I've had it for a few months, but it's still neat. And I could not control the other one. This one I can control, but I'm still learning how to control at it. Okay. So I thought, well, I want to use this paper, and I'm trimming off the little white border edge stuff, My cutter really needs to be replaced, but no, I thought, well, I'll just clean out this little groove thing right here, and then it'll be okay. It'll cut more butter, and it'll be all right. Mostly worked. Operative word, mostly. And y'all noticed that I had to get the ruler out and put a mark on the measuring trimmer thing, because there's no marks between the 3 and the 3.5 spot. So you're just going to have to guess. Well, I wanted 3 1/4, so. If you're going to do something like this, your measurement will be totally dependent on the size of your little journal cover, folio cover thing, and the paper that you'll be using. And I had this weird idea, and I will tell you, I'm just going to jump the shark right out there and tell you, it worked. And it made me happy that it worked. So, anywho, it will involve some bone foldering. Not real bone. In case I forget to mention that later. So I've measured off for the, my cover, which is going to be that index card, postcard thing. And so that's going to be the sizes of my folios, complete straight out size, opened up size. And I want them stuck together. So I'm kind of measuring out, because I'm going to have little foldovers. Oh, be sure to follow the links in the description box below. Click on the phrase "Show More" to see more information, including a list of ingredients used for this particular month's, March event, y'all. Anywho, so I got it all trimmed up, ready to go. And decided, let's get fancy with it, y'all, and ink around everything. So I got out my purple, which is majestic purple. Not that it matches that closely, but it's the purple I have, so it's the purple I use. And we are inking around our pages, the card, and then I decide, I'm going to ink around this here photo slide thingy too, which I got. It was closed when I got it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm like, no, I want it open. So I forced it open off camera, because, y'all didn't need to see that part. You just make it come open. And so there we go. Got plans, y'all. I worked up some plans that kind of happen loosey-gooseyly. So we've got our glue on 3 sides, because pocket pages. Now, I don't know if this has been done before. I am real sure it's been done before, but not by me. Okay? I've not seen anybody do their little pages this way. So, but that doesn't mean no one's done their pages this way. Anywho, I'm stinking happy with it. So we got our pretty pages, we've got some journaling spot, or not journaling spot, and we're going to have a pocket. Okay, 2 pockets. So now I'm going around it the Rach 013 style with the black, going around, framing it, inking over the purple, whatever other color you choose to use. Oh, y'all, it just adds such great depth and dimension when y'all do this. So now I'm going to mark for center on my cover, because that's my little cover. Now we're going to sew it up, and I'm picking out one of the threads into the center of the journal cover thingy, whatever, and I'm going to tie a knot in it. Not that it's necessarily was going to come unsewn, but being an old quilter person, you like your threads secure, and you like your threads cut off. Mostly my threads get cut off because I was also a hairdresser for many eons, felt like forever, and I have issues with loose hairs, i.e. threads. So yeah, even though I do sometimes do them anyway, tying them and trimming them off. Now we're going to fold that in half. And yes, I did not fold it before I sewn it up on the sewing machine and all that, because I wanted to, because I didn't want to. Foam folder, not so happy. Look at it. I gotta, fold her some more. Fold her, bone it some more. Oh, that was wrong. Sorry. Apologize. So there we go. I'm like, yeah. Okay, so this was my idea. I'm going to use the photo frame or photo slide thing to go around the, I think it's a stamped image. I don't know. Maybe it was bought. I don't know. Quit guessing. I'm putting it around the stamped image. Stamped image and words are in purple. That's how we went with the color purple. And I like it. So, yeah, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Yes, it sticks out to the side, sticks up over the top, but I like it like that. It's so cool. And I'm like, oh, we got a Lone Star. We need that little cowgirl Tim Holtz paper doll. Y'all know the one, the cowgirl. I had her in 2 sizes, large and this size. What happened to all my cowgirls? Probably used them, gave them away. I don't know. So, we need to decorate her up because she needs some little blushy cheeks, okay? And that's what we're doing. I zoomed my camera in so y'all could see. I don't know if y'all could see, and it's on autofocus. That's why it's coming and going. Normally I have it off, but I was trying to do y'all a favor. Please let me know if you appreciate the favor or if it actually even works the way my head said it was going to work. And I'm like, well, we need to put some purple on her. And it didn't have one of those little felt pen nib things. I don't know what they're called, y'all. But you use them on ink like this. They're teeny tiny. And so I'm just smearing some purple ink around. It's translucent, And the paper dolls have kind of a semi-shiny thing on them, and so the ink just kind of slides over them. You could even smoosh it off if you wanted to. I don't even know if you could tell. Just, details I sometimes get caught up in. Details. So, while y'all watching me finishing on that, oh, there's lots more of the video. Don't worry. So, this month of March is Paintgirlee. Next month will be Maria's Miscellany. The month after will be Jean Peter Artist. The following month will be Tanya McGuire. And we are planning on doing a 7th month where we assemble or do flips or whatever, depending on our projects. Okay? And then the first month was me. I got to be January, y'all. My birthday month it was. So anyway, and then that was followed in February by Lisa. Okay. So, and the links will be in the description box, and I also have a playlist, okay, which hopefully I'll remember to put in the upper right hand corner and in the description box below. Click on the phrase show more to see more information. So my little girl needed something to stand on because I didn't want to just cut her head out. I wanted her whole body, but I think it's so cool, y'all. I could have left her so that she flipped up and down like that, and I thought about it, and I thought, no, I'm going to stick her down. So we're going to do that in a minute once I get her feet on solid ground down there. Sort of semi-solid paper ground. That's a product, but I don't have any because I'm not really. I love looking at watercolors, and I sometimes fiddle with watercolory moving stuff, but really not so much in watercolor. And by this time I'd forgot I'd put autofocus on, so we'll get that back off of there eventually. So these days I use the 2 different glues. My favorite, Aleene's Original Tacky Glue, and Art Glitter Glue, second favorite, because it has such a fine tip applicator thing. And we're just going to do that. We're almost done with getting our ground on there. I think it looks pretty cool on the camera. Looks cool in person too. I love it when that happens because sometimes some things look really good in photographs and on video, but not so much in real life. And some things look really good in real life, but not so much on video and photos. That happens sometimes. Sometimes. Here's your drinking word of the day. If you should happen to be a drinker or enjoy that, I don't know. Don't drink while you're watching my videos, because you just don't never. People have been known to have coffee, milk, and liquor squirting out their noses and our eyeballs. You know, your little tear duct. It's happened. You've been warned again. Anywho. So now we're going to put some shadowing, because, you know, it needs to look like she's standing here. So, and it's very subtle, you know, details. Sometimes I truly do get caught up in them for some reason. So we've got her, and we're going to set her aside for a little while. And we're going to move on to our, you know, I said this was crocheted lace. I'm not sure, and it could be machined lace. I'm not sure. Okay, but it's like from the thin crochet thread that y'all know I like to use, because I do. I use it for buying. I use it for all kinds of things. Anyways, it has been, I'm pretty sure, coffee or tea dyed. Pretty sure. We'd have to ask Paintgirlee about that. And we're going to glue it on, because it's going to be, that's right, a pocket. Hey, I've done really well. My first two did not have pockets on them. I know. How weird was that? I don't know. I think they're just a fun element to add. We still haven't taken off of autofocus. Apologies, y'all. Production, you know, film crew, producer. They're all crazy. Anyway, I trimmed up the top star there, because the point was going to be sticking over the top of the tag, and I didn't want that, because I knew it would end up getting bent maybe and or caught up in whatever. So, because now it's going to act as a whole reinforcer. How cool is that? You don't have to use a circle if you don't want to. Okay? God. Love it. Autofocus. Catch on sooner or later. Turn that stuff off. Adult channel. Not for kids. So, anywho, I'm also getting further and further off screen. But we'll fix that eventually too. And I have this fun daisy trim. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what we're going to do with it. But we're going to cut them apart. I knew that. I thought, well, we're just going to put them like they were diamonds. You know, how you would just put little diamonds on the little corner down there. And I thought, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Fabrifix to the rescue. Because, you know, that's what I glued the lacy pocket thingy down with. How are we doing on our voiceover time matching our video time? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. So we put Fabrifix on the back, just on the center parts, and now we're going to put those diamonds on there, because diamonds, flat back diamonds. And it was one of those glue, you know, Fabrifix, Fabridac, whatever, has that snotty kind of glue-like stuff going on, and that's what I'm like, oh, it just won't stop. Anyway, I made it stop. And these are purple. They're a pale purple, but they look so good. And I was so happy when they didn't, you know, look wonky on the flowers. I thought, oh, they're so pretty. So I have this fiber. Y'all know I have lots of fibers. You know, thanks, Angelic Resale, and the people who donate to you. Because somebody been down there, somebody has donated a fair amount of fibrous yarn. I'm sure it's yarn, y'all. Stuff. I got it on special half price day one time, or both times, I do believe. Wow. What a blessing. Anyway, thanks. Oh, crafter person, you. Okay, so that's what we used. And now we're coming back to our little journal, because it's like a little journal, y'all. It's a little baby tiny journal. Oh, let me put that back together and waste your 10 seconds. Anyway. Oh, portions of the video have been sped up for your viewing pleasure, and my my voiceover is. So there we are. I've got that's Distress Oxide ink. It's the only one I've got that color. That, what is that? That's antique linen. I thought I'd hoped I'd had what's that other color? Old paper, parchment, but I don't know what color it is. Anyway, this is what I had, and I thought, well, that'll be perfect because it's perfect. And yes, all of us, all 6 artists within the hashtag Same 6 Wednesday, we are glad you are here. Oh, be sure when you go visit my fellow hoppers, okay, that you give them a thumb up, a kind comment, share their video, and subscribe to them if you're not already subscribed to them, okay? Don't forget to click the bell for notifications if you have your YouTube account set up for notifications. And here we find out, yes, indeed, you need to change that blade. Seriously. I still haven't done it. One day. Probably when it messes up a precious piece of paper, I'll be like, dang it! Okay. No, smaller. Because those words on the front right there, on the little cover, bothered me. Why did they bother me? I don't know, but they did. And I have learned in my vintage years that if I don't take care of something that bothers me, it ain't going to get no better, and it ain't going to stop bothering me. Chances are. So I thought, well, we're just going to put this, and I'm like, well, darn, that part of that word address still sticks out there, and I'm like, I don't like it. It's really not hurting anything. It's really not distracting, I don't think. I might have, could have, now that I think about it, because, sometimes you think about things, things in hindsight, 2020. Seriously? I could have stamped more other words on there, and it'd probably been fine, but no. I had it in my head, and sometimes I'm so stubborn that it had to be covered up, and I just keep going on that path because it had to be covered up. So we covered it up with that little piece, little piece. We still have a little square, rectangle over there. Like, oh yeah, I saved them scraps. There wasn't a whole lot of scraps from this one though, y'all. Okay, but I have been saving the scraps. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're going to go in my scrap pile over there. Y'all know I like to pile that stuff up. So now we're going to wrap that around. I like what it says on the back. It just says this side of card, I do believe. So it's like, well, that's perfect. Because you can read all the words, and it's like, well, that makes sense because that's this side of card. I'm so funny in my own head. So I thought, okay, here's our little phrase, because I thought this out back at the beginning. Well, I didn't think it out. I got my phrase box, my word box down there, and I'm like, wow, what's words? So I went through there, and I liked that one, and I liked this other one, but they didn't go together, and I thought, well, if I cut off that other word, they'll be perfect. Serendipity. So it worked. There it goes. That's so funny in my head, y'all. It's okay. It can be funny in your head too, and you are free to laugh out loud once you ever get to see the punchline. Well, it's not really a punchline. It's just a fact, y'all. Look at that. Look how pretty. Fluff it up. Ta-da! Oh wait, flip. Okay, zoom in. Get our autofocus back. Fill in. Oh, there it is. And then this. I laughed and laughed and laughed. That is so me. Look at that. Look at the pages, y'all. Now, if one flips out and see you got some journaling spot, if you want to, if you do that sort of thing. Got a pocket where you can hide stuff if you want to, if you do that kind of thing. Okay. Then you flip this other page and there's a pocket. Ta-da! There's a pocket there. And another flip. And this side of card. so appreciate each and every one of you. We really do. Y'all. It's a fun challenge. It can be just a little bit stressing and daunting, but in a good way. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. So can you. It's allowed. If your art's not making you happy, wow, are you stressing about it? It will be what it is. Okay, you don't have to love everything. You just have to love what you're doing. Anywho, appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your likes, your subscriptions, your shares, share the videos. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.